Happy Sunday to you all. Another episode of Steve K's Variety Show, now available to you on Buzzsprout or wherever you get your podcast, as well as YouTube. Also, the audio episodes will be available on Buzzsprout for 90 days after I make the video, but you could also see it on YouTube for forever. But anyway, I just wanted to, well, first of all, I hope everybody's doing all right with the weather, trusting that all's hoping, praying for you and your dog and your cat and your loved ones. Not necessarily in that order, whatever is important to you. I wanted to tell my experience. I like telling comedy stories because I am a comedian at heart. I mean, I never have been up on a flyer. You've never heard of me. I've never been in the only places I perform is open mics and bringer shows and like graduation classes from comedy classes, But I wanted to relay a story about a comedy bringer show that I did one time at a comedy club. And I'm telling it in this, I normally make shorts on my platforms because I notice I get more views and I take a risk making more lengthy videos because people don't have a time. They don't want to sit and watch, even if it's just 5 minutes. It's past their attentions. But sometimes you can't always sell yourself short. Sometimes you don't want to get right to the point. And whoever is going to watch it, but at least you got to finish your product. And as I'm spending some more time at home right now, and I'm getting to know myself and my capabilities and my strengths, I'm getting more into podcasting now. I bought this new microphone here. Let me hold it up and show it to you. Like the regular podcasters use. I always see people, I go, wow, because I have this other thin wire microphone, and people tease me. They say it looks like the Burger King drive-in mic, and it does. It looks like that, and I think also, you got to talk right into it. With this one, I think I could probably sit back, and it probably picks up my voice, and it also has a sound effect. It has an echo on it. But listen, to get to the point about the bringer show. So I did this bringer show one time, right, in a comedy club, and the minimum for you to get in stage, you have to bring 6 paying guests. And each guest has like by minimum 2 drinks. They have a minimum they have to buy. And bottom line, the club profits, they make money. You as a comic, you don't get anything. You're never called back to be in a real show. And top it off, you don't even get a handshake or a hello or a smile. And that's what kind of irked me, because I know that show business is show business. I know people audition for choreography, Broadway things, and it's like they're calling your name off a clipboard back in the day, and it was like a drill sergeant. I understand it's business, but that's different, like on Broadway or in acting, because both of you are just investing each other's time. The producers are investing their time in scouting out to see if you're talented for them, and you are investing your time by taking in a day to audition. So it's a business arrangement, but like but in like comedy clubs, these managers, these businesses are profiting. Like they are allowed to profit off comics and invite them in just so they can make money, and at the same time treat them very cold and businesslike. In my opinion, meaner than the customers, and there's no reason for it. I wasn't expecting them to put me in a real show. I wasn't expecting to become a headline. I just expect the way you would treat your customers. Why are you getting on stage as the MC and smiling and acting all friendly to people in the audience and then turning around and being a complete dick to comics? This is why I have very bad taste in my... But anyway, getting back to this bringer show. I did this bringer show and 12 guests came, and one of the people who came was a fellow comic. And I appreciate the fact that he came to support me. I was able to go on stage because, people came to see. If people didn't come a bringer show. If nobody shows up, you, even though you're not getting paid, you cannot get on stage. So he, I felt I needed to repay him the favor. You get it? So the following week, he was performing at the same club. And I just want to let him know I'm here. I'm here to support you. I'm paying you back. I just popped my head into what's called the green room, right? And I just popped my head, and all of a sudden the manager, right? I was there last week. The same manager who, I brought 12 guests. He didn't bother say hi, walk around, introduce himself to all the comedians. How you doing? He would just call your name out like a Broadway producer. Steve K, you're up. Not even look at you or anything, not a hello or a goodbye. So he just saw me, I was just a face to him. He didn't know I performed last week. He didn't care, probably, or didn't pay attention. He just barked at me. What are you doing here? No, I'm looking for so-and-so. Like, I don't care, get out of here. Just, only comedians are allowed here. Like, I'm not a comedian. I'm just a piece of shit from the street. You know what I'm saying? That's a taste I got from this individual. And there's certain professions where I can never think of it. If I'm making money because of you, I don't care if I'm working for the government and my taxes are providing your service. I'm getting paid because of you. If you're making money off of people, then you should treat them with some kind of decency. You shouldn't be allowed to take money from people and kick them down at the same time. But there's certain professions where you're allowed to do that, where you're allowed to take money from people, and it's like they still work for you. And some of those professions are landlord, building management. Renting from a difficult landlord can be like working for a boss. They're taking your money, and they have the same kind of power over you, because getting fired from a job is the same as getting thrown out in the street, wouldn't you say? That's your security blanket. And they're collecting money off you, and they get to lay in a power authority trip on you. Not all doctors, some good doctors, but some doctors, they're making money off you, and they still act higher than thou, and arrogant and prickly and just dickish and standoffish, and there's no reason for it. You're making money because of me. You have a job. I'm very grateful you're coming. I don't care how many people are coming in to see me. I have a job because you. And other like dental hygienists. All right, it's like Zelda. You're having that room and they scare the shit out of you. They talk to you, like they're not friendly. They just not nice at all. They say pretty nasty things. Or even some therapists have said some pretty outrageous, crazy things. See, I'm saying that I just have a thing about people who take your money and treat you like garbage. But that's my story about comedy bringers, and it intertwines a lot of the ways I feel about what's not right in my mind. Anyway, how do I sign off this thing? Thank you for watching as I embark upon my podcast journey.